Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we've got the start of something which, if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen, as well as Facebook, I guess. And basically, I recently took a trip to the Great Central Railway in, well, it's sort of in Loughborough and Leicester. It goes between the sort of two cities there. And when I was there, it was for their winter gala. And there was basically, they were demonstrating their travelling post office, or TPO, if for the abbreviation, I guess. And yeah, I just thought it was really cool. I had seen them sort of operating on TV, but to see it in person was something really quite cool. And then I found out that Bachmann themselves sort of did TPO sort of style coaches, and you could almost get a whole sort of set that sort of looked like literally identical to the one that I'd seen. So yeah, basically I've recently started trying to collect the TPO and try and make it look fairly similar, as similar as possible to the one that I saw. So yeah, the first sort of one here is the second sort of coach that I actually got. I'll obviously be unboxing these in a minute, but it is a slightly older sort of model from Bachmann. It's a few years old, so I found it on eBay, but it's in pretty perfect condition, and it's actually got obviously Royal Mail travelling post office on it, and it's sort of a little bit of a lighter shade than the sort of more recent ones, but it still sort of fits in quite well, as realistically the whole sort of train wouldn't be exactly the same colour. There would be different coach sort of slight variations in colour, so I'm not too bothered really. But this is more of what I've seen at the Great Central Railway, and yeah, these are both sort of sorting coaches. I am currently looking at getting the one with the collection nets and sort of other little bits and pieces. So this is sort of the first video leading up to the full TPO. Okay, so I've taken the two coaches out of the boxes here. I just remembered that I forgot to mention the sort of product codes. So the first sort of coach here, the older one, as you can see here, is number 39435. And the one at the back here, the more recent one, is this product code here, 39420A. So these are the two of them out of the box. I can just show you a bit more in depth here. We've obviously got the sort of Royal Mail symbols, Royal Mail travelling post office down there, and the big Royal Mail symbol at this side. And you always sort of see these sort of sorting coaches. They've always got these sort of, they almost look like sort of sliding doors, and this sort of section here is identical to the one with the collection nets, other than the fact it doesn't have the collection nets. So they're very similar to the ones with the collection nets. Sorry. But yeah, if we bring it over the other side, this side always seems to be a bit smoother. There's not really any sort of doors, and yeah, so it's got these yellow lines down along the bottom there, which some of the coaches seem to have and some of them don't. So I'm going to try and get a sort of mix of I guess, of some that do and some that don't. But yeah, I think it looks really cool overall. I haven't really got that much Bachmann, to be honest, so far. So I'm very sort of pleased with all the detail, especially down here. You don't tend to see as much detail on this sort of on the ends of the coaches with Hornby. But some of them, I guess, you do, like the fancy Pullman cars and stuff, but for the majority you don't. So yeah, and the other one is pretty similar. It's just another sort of sorting office, but it's a sort of a deeper shade of red, and it's just got Royal Mail written along it in sort of quite sort of, it's more like Art Deco sort of style writing, I guess. So I'm going to have a little bit of a research and see if, because what I presume is that they're from different sort of eras, I guess. Thinking this maybe came along slightly later than this one, just by judging from the writing. But yeah, I'm going to have a look into it and get back to you in the next sort of video. But yeah, they're pretty much the same. It's just the finish that's different. And again, the detail is very impressive. You've got all the detail under here as well, as you can see. And even just sort of in the windows, I don't know how well this will sort of turn out on camera, but you can sort of see there's like little cages on all the little windows, which is identical to what the real ones have, just for security and stuff, I guess. But just the fact it's got so much of that little detail, I was really sort of impressed by. So yeah, I'm going to get the two of them on the tracks now and see how they sort of look on the layout. Okay, so now we've obviously got the two of them on the track here, and I'm pretty pleased with them. I really think they sort of fit in with the layout. I'm sorry if the sun is sort of making the footage not as good. I'm having a bit of trouble with some low sun coming through the windows at the moment. But yeah, I'm really pleased with them, really. I think they look really good together. I've only obviously got two at the moment, but I'm looking to expand this and make it sort of, hopefully sort of 3, 4, maybe even 5 sort of coaches long, and then potentially getting them weathered in some sort of respect, but I'm not entirely sure what sort of, how sort of, I guess, thorough or how heavily weathered. Probably not too heavily weathered, because I've been sort of asking around and looking up photos, and they tend to sort of have been kept in quite a good condition, and kept sort of clean, so they won't be too heavily weathered, but maybe sort of lightly, just to sort of not make the sort of red as sort of as bright, I guess, like in all areas. Obviously they are quite bright red as it is, but I just feel like having everything, and even like the insides of these parts, just all exactly the same colour and in pristine condition, just doesn't look as good as if it had some sort of weathering. But yeah, other than that, yeah, really sort of pleased with them. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting some more additions and sort of having this sort of running quite often on my layout. I've obviously got Princess Margaret Rose here, sorry, on the front. As my last video, obviously, I sort of said I've now obviously got this back from Hornby and they've repaired it and it's all working really well. So so yeah, let's have a sort of quick running session, sort of see how they look. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, it's now sort of pulled in at the station, and yeah, overall, after seeing it running and going around my layout, yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I think it really sort of fits in, and I'm really looking forward to sort of expanding it, and yeah, just having it as a sort of permanent feature on my layout. So yeah, thank you for watching, and as always, hope you enjoyed, and like and subscribe if you haven't, because there's going to be more coming, well, more sort of to do with the TPO and more just sort of in general. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you next time.